What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Saturday edition. Morning Scone presented by Brock Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. What do we do now? Such a bummer, man, to have everything canceled. Canceled, delayed, postponed. We will figure out what to do for about a month without a lot of things that we rely on. We will go to Daddy's work after Dad's show. Okay? Okay. Um, let's see. We'll say some good mornings here. Hope y'all are having a good one so far. It is odd. No sports today. Erica was asking. Normally we'll go through my my calendar to see what I have on given days. If there's any extras, right? So if there's events that I'm committed to, or if I MC certain things, or if your sponsors have events going on that have to be, whatever the case, we'll go through our calendars. And she's like, all right, I was driving home yesterday. Like, all right, so what do you have this week? And I was like, nothing. It's so weird. I mean, just nada, nothing. All right, let's say some good mornings. Donald and me. Good morning. I like the new look. Thank you, Donald. I appreciate. By the way, if y'all are ready for the big, well, let me hit some share buttons first. Let me share, then we'll do the big reveal so you all can see what it looks like. Terrio did in fact shave my head. Terrio shaved my head yesterday after the show. Full video. I've posted the link. If you're watching on YouTube, it's on the After Further Review YouTube channel. If you're on Facebook, I posted the link on my Facebook and really everywhere. So if you want to check it out, it's there for your enjoyment. Did a good job. Did pretty good job. Pretty good. All right, if you're ready for the big reveal. Erica hates it. Want to do a drum roll, babe? Bum 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 bum. Bum. So there it is. There's the new look. Everyone has said they like it. Literally, I've not had one person say that looks terrible, except my wife. The one person whose opinion I might actually consider. Everyone else is like, "Oh, it's badass, man. You look like a tough guy. Makes you look younger. It looks really good." Everyone else is like, "Yeah, I like it," except Erica. She hates it. Robert Williams, what's up? Andrew Bear, Robert Gremion, Jeremy Aldridge, James Dean, Eric Goodrich, Jack Davis, Cole Kubelik with beard. Some people have mentioned Triple H. I've gotten Ryan Rosillo, basically just pick a bald guy with a beard.
He's gonna, I'm going to wash my hair, but he's wanting someone like that to help.
Got it. Thanks. Brian Ashcraft, Stephen Check Snyder, Ryan Jackson, Everett Email, good morning. Brian Arsenault, Scott Borch, Alexander Diaz, Rebecca Davis, Brandon Scott. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning. Leo Williams, what did Erica think about the new look? She don't like it. She ain't down with the bald head. But I like it. I think it looks good. Hey, Uncle Benny, good morning. Corey Gotro, Eusebio Gongora. There's no clean like Mr. Clean. The difference, though, Brandon, is Mr. Clean doesn't have this. Mr. Clean doesn't do the beard. So I do like how they kind of reinvented Mr. Clean and made him kind of jacked up. I like that. Greg Polk, what's up? Jared Bortle and Matt, can you spare a roll of toilet paper? So honestly, Jared, no, because normally, so Erica does that Shipped app, right, where you order your stuff on the app and then someone goes and picks up your stuff, like shops for you, and brings it to the house. And the shipped person, there was like nothing that we needed, and there was no toilet paper or anything. So we're running low here, but that's okay. Just wait until the next shipment comes through, and we'll go get some. But that will be fine. Maybe I'll just go run to a public place or something like that, or just fire up the garden hose, hop in the shower. Lots of ways you can clean yourself off, if it comes to that. Kyle Dewey, good morning. Corey Kaye, day one of no sports. Talked to my wife. She seems pretty cool, so I guess I'll try another day. I guess yesterday was no sports. Also, we had nothing yesterday. So I guess some high school associations played their LHSA played their basketball games with no crowds. Some of the newsy stuff from Friday was, of course, that the SEC has moved back the potential target date for resumption to from March 30th to April 15th. They continue to leave that door open. By not canceling, they continue to leave the door open that they may play again in the spring, and I'm hopeful for that. Let's see, Brandon Atchison, Jeff McKiffin, good morning, Jamie Fitch, Lil C, what's up? Stephen Bro, Kevin Toller, E-Rock's watching now from there. Kirk Taylor, loving the shaved head. Kevin Gleason, good morning. Jimbo Gravois, good morning. You should keep it. See, everybody likes a shaved head. Everybody except the one person whose opinion I might actually consider. Chris Boudreau, Chris Robert, George Mueller, why the hat? George, I wear the hat every day because it's the Brock hat. There's the sponsor. So I wear a Brock hat and I have the Brock sign. I literally wear this hat every day. Unless if I've already like showered and gotten ready for work or whatever. But I wear the Brock hat every day. Let's see. Justin Hutchison. Good morning. Jeff the glare. That's not funny, Jeff. I'm wearing a hat. There's no glare. It's not funny. Let's see. So the SEC's pushed back their potential date. How about the UFC? I'll actually credit Dana White. They're going to continue having their events. They might move locations and may have events with no fans, but we'll still have televised UFC fights. So I'm glad about that. Let me know if there are things that you may want to hear on the show over the next month. Jason Truax, Devin Kelly, Patrick Kimmery. You look like my brother. Okay. Hope that's a good thing. Joshua Achman looking sharp. Good evening from Kazakhstan. Still corona free. Good on you, Josh. I'm glad you're corona free. Let's see. Tyler McGee, welcome to the club. Here in Mexico, the ball guy is a pelon. No worries, we're both a pelon. Looks great. Everett email, you look like Goldberg. Gotten that one, although not as, how much did you improve your 40? Like drinking a 40, or you mean running a 40? Nah, not really. Stephen Brooking, what's up? So is this day 2 of the nationwide mass hysteria? You know what? I'll tell you this much, Brandon. I was really proud of Baton Rouge last night because after the show, I'm driving home and I went by Burger Inn. Great sponsor of the show, and they've got their fish sandwiches. So I wanted to make sure, Friday and Land, I wanted to make sure I was supporting them. So I went by Burger Inn, and it's in the Ichiban Square Shopping Center. So I pulled through the Ichiban parking lot to get through to Burger Inn, and Ichiban was packed. And I was like, "Good on you, Baton Rouge! Like, go live your lives. Be. This is like that's the thing that I guess that I've been saying more than anything is, be diligent. Like, there are preventative measures you can take. You can wash your hands. You can be very mindful of contact. You can obviously cover your sneezes and coughs if you're not feeling well. If you're not sure, stay home. Like, there are things you can do. But man, go live your life. And so I was pumped to see that pack because I'm gonna tell you this, y'all, straight up. Like, and I'm thinking today of how I can help all these people, but like so many small businesses are being affected. They just are. I was so Dead Soxy, for example. You know, Dead Soxy is a sponsor. I mean, candidly, I'm trying to think if I should tell you this or not. They've had one transaction in 3 days. One transaction in 3 days. Like, businesses can't survive that. Your small businesses can't survive that. So it's like, and they're not the only one. It's I think about Pluckers on Nicholson. I mean, they rely so much on the LSU population and LSU sporting events. I mean, that is their business. I'm like, what are they going to do for the next, certainly the next month, really the rest of the semester, because LSU's done with classes on campus for the rest of the semester. So, man, if y'all can get out and support local businesses, man, that would be just Just think of if you can avoid online shopping and go support a local business, please do that. Unless if it's Dead Soxy because they're a sponsor, and I mean they are they're e-com, but they're a small business. Mark Braun or Brandon Scott, you look like Jeff Bridges from the first Iron Man movie. Never saw it, but I'll go check it out. Lance Richard, Morning Scone presented by Brick. No, Morning Scone presented by Brock. Steven, Matt looks good. What is the wife? Doesn't like it. Does Erica want you to keep the hat on at all times? We haven't really talked about it much, honestly. Brandon, I've had to resort to making my own hand sanitizer. I don't know what that looks like, and I don't want to see it. Jordan Mumphrey, Kevin Klingman, Chris Proctor, John Boudreau, Brian Wynn, Patrick Domain. What's up, Patrick? Good morning, man. Cody Newsom, good morning. Shane O'Callahan, do midweek games matter now, Matt, since we have no stinking baseball? Case closed. You're not serious, Shane. I hope not. I hope not. Patrick Kimmery, keep a water pistol in the bathroom and just blast up your hole. Well, that was kind of the idea of a bidet, right? I don't know if I'd go water pistol, but you know those like the sink, the little hoses that you have, and some people have in their sink. You can pull the hose and like hose out your sink. You could attach one of those to the water supply to your toilet, and then theoretically just, if you run out of toilet paper, if it comes to that. Hey, Scott Belgard, good morning. Irfan Sayyad, good morning. Never thought I could be more stressed than usual shopping at Walmart. Thankfully, I haven't had to go. I'm not going to go. Whatever. I'll go on living my life. I haven't been in a Walmart in years. Just, no thanks. Hey, Andrea, good morning. Stephen Coos. I would hope Debbie's there as well, but probably not. But she is. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Debbie. Amanda Claude, good morning from Kansas City. Danton Moulet, good morning. Good morning, Brandon English. So, hey, let me know this. Patrick said, Matt, do you like the shave? I do, Patrick. I like the look. So when Eric and I met, I was buzzing my head, not like with a 3, not down like this, but not like this. But I was shaving my head, buzzing it with a 3 or a 2. That's when we met, and she didn't like that look. She liked the buzz look. She wanted me to grow my hair out, and so I grew it out. But it just receded more and more as I lost hair over the years. But no, but I do. I'd rather this look, the shave with the beard. I do like the look. Josh Long, can we debate bunting for old time's sake? Okay, Josh. If that's, what, I'm here to serve. And if that's going to make you happy, then we can debate bunting for old time's sake. Never bunt, because while it feels like the right thing to do, statistically it is not. We are now in Major League Baseball at the lowest rate of bunting per at bat since the beginning of recorded statistics in baseball. And the reason is very obvious, because in this era of metrics and Moneyball, where we know now and have more statistical evidence, we know situationally more than we ever have in baseball before. But more often than not, bunting doesn't work. It's not the right play. Again, you think it's the right play, getting a runner to second base in scoring position, but giving away an out drops your percentages exponentially, because even still, you're like, well, one of the next 2 guys has to get a hit. Well, most guys hit sub 300, so there's a better than 70% chance you don't get that guy home. You're better off trying to have any of the number of very positive things happen that can. A walk, a hit by pitch, a single, a double, a triple, a homer, put the ball in play, error, put on some action like a hit and run. Maybe you go first to third. Maybe they boot a ball. Lots of things can happen there, as opposed to just, here's an out, let me go to second base. I'm telling you, I'm not guessing. That is the low percentage play there. It feels like the right thing to do. It isn't. Cheryl, so there you go, Josh. There's your bunting debate. Cheryl Wilkes, good morning. Irfan, according to my wife, shaved head makes him look younger. Thank you. Irfan, we had this conversation on air when Shaq lost the bet to Dwayne Wade and had to grow out his hairline, if you remember that. So, and Shaq looked older growing out the hairline. So I told Musso, I was like, "This, we did this on air." I was like, "It's gonna make me look younger." I mean, the shaved head will actually make me look younger. I think it does. I think it does. Justin Hutchinson, bald is beautiful, Matt. Been that way circa 2001. Well, I'm glad to join the club, even if it's temporary. Kirk Taylor, NASCAR is still wrong. I thought NASCAR ended up canceling. They had initially planned to do races with no fans, but I thought they've canceled now. And NASCAR's not really a sport. It's competition, but it's not a sport. Bruce Parker, good morning. Stacy Fontenot, so devastated. Yeah, I know a lot of people are, Stacy. We'll get through it, though. 30 days, we'll get through it. But I mentioned this earlier. If you have ideas for the show, things that you'd like to hear, let me know. So I've been brainstorming some things that I think can be good benchmark segments, and some other things that just now with a little freedom and fluidity, I think we can try. Like so many people ask me all the time about whiskey. I may do a daily whiskey feature. Not long, but I may like for 30 days. I could probably like feature a different one every day for like 30 days, and just do a quick. Hang on one second, Drew's. I'll see. I want to make sure he's not bothering there. Hey, Drew. Hey, bud. What? What do you want? Use your words. Come on. He figured it out. Or maybe he didn't figure it out. Anyway, shout out to Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Hey, Drew, bring to daddy. Drew, bring to daddy. Um, Look like Obadiah Stane. I don't know who Obadiah Stane is. Nathan Califf, good morning. He was trying to figure out something on your phone. Cheryl, how does your bride like the new look? That's been the most popular question today. Is how does Erica like the look? Not a fan. Not a fan. Not a fan. Not a fan. As I knew she wouldn't be, but that's okay. The Louisiana Sportsman Show has been canceled. Okay, I was honestly really surprised that it was going on. If all, especially after the governor made the proclamation of the gatherings of 250 or more, I was really surprised that they were continuing on. Um, Everyone is buying up everything, but they are out eating. You know what, Kevin? I guess what it shows you though is that there's different segments of every population, man, every bit of our society. There are people that are freaking out and going up buying everything, and there's people that are going, about their lives. And hopefully, it's a good balance, and the economy continues to go. As I'll tell you, that's the thing for me that man, I really I'm really concerned about. I know we talked about it a bit yesterday on the show, but it's when you have the kind of shutdown that's happened, for the next 30 days. There's a lot of business owners that are going to hurt. A lot of local business owners that need revenue into their businesses to stay afloat. They're not a giant company that can stand a 30 or just 60-day dip and survive. So. Grant Duplessis, I'm going to Clegg's today, actually. Great, Grant. I appreciate that very much, man. Let them know you heard about it on AFR. All that matters. It really does matter. Hey, Dad. Good morning. John David Mathern. Morning. Thinking state of emergency, hurricane prep. Fill the canned meat. Fill the bathtub with water. You don't need to do all that. We're not going to lose running water. Dad, we'll probably go to Pluckers on Nicholson today. That's cool. I'll go with you, Dad. Let me know when you're going. Shelly Melanson, Shane O'Callahan. You need to find Jacques and give him a hug. He's been hard melt Facebook the past few days. I'll check it out. Bubba Tatum, I've seen restaurants in my area start to offer gift card sales with an added rebate when you return to redeem. I mentioned that yesterday on AFR, Bubba, and some other people commented that they've said the same thing. If 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 you're not comfortable going out, if you could buy gift cards. Because even if you buy a gift card now, you're continuing to cash flow through those businesses. So just something to consider. Maybe it's a restaurant, or maybe it's just a store that you shop at often, but you're just not comfortable going in. Like buy gift cards now if you're not going to go shop. Hey babe,
Hey,
what do you think of my? Everyone's asking. What does Erica think of the look? They're so excited
why?
because people like it.
I like your hat. Come on.
She likes my. She said I like your
It'll
hat.
grow on me. It'll grow back. It'll grow. It's just hair. Just hair. I'm
Y'all
not
see what I'm dealing with.
used to it at all. I'll tell you that much. When I look at you, I'm like, ooh, like it's not. It's very. I know, like you didn't have a ton of hair, but it's a very different look. Very different.
I don't think they can hear you. You're too far away.
I don't care if they hear me. I'm just.
But it's a show. They need to hear you.
Okay.
Chad Dupuy, Eric Sonier. Mama Scone likes the look. Josh LaGrange, you're telling us to go support small businesses, but in my opinion, it should be smart to not go out and put ourselves and other people at risk. Josh, then stay in your house for the next month and don't leave. Okay. Patty Cotrere, good morning. Stephen Brooking, Matt, what effect is this having on the transfer portal? I know recruiting was suspended. That's huge, Stephen. That's one of the things that we'll all have to kind of figure out because, look, LSU was supposed to have their junior day this weekend, and the linebacker from North Dakota State, Jabril Cox, was supposed to be on campus this weekend. But when recruiting got suspended, if LSU or any of the coaches are going to pick him up at the airport, they'd have been in trouble. It'd been a recruiting violation. So it's huge. I mean, you're talking suspended recruiting. Like you cannot contact recruits. I mean, and this is such a huge time of year when especially for football, because this is when a lot of guys will take their visits when there's an open recruiting period. They'll go for spring football. They'll be around the team because the team is there and stuff. It's a LSU has normally their junior day, the big recruiting events. Like it's massive to miss all this, and you wonder like, will they reschedule this on the recruiting calendar, or is it just done? They won't make it up. I don't know. I mean, these coaches are gonna have a lot of time to make up, man. Whenever everything resumes. Ben Giat, Mark Landry, Kirk Taylor. What about bunting for a base hit? I've always said I'm for that. If a team is shifting against a lefty and you want to drop a bunt down the third base line and take your base, absolutely. That you're taking a base. The objective is to get on base and get around and score. I don't care how you do it. Get on base. So yes, I'm 100% on board with bunting for a base hit. Joseph Roy, good morning. Chad Dupuy, why the hat? I think the bald is good for you. I do too, Chad. I wear the hat every day. It's a Brock hat. We're sponsored by Brock. I wear a Brock hat. Go scroll through the annals of Morning Scone. I wear the Brock hat every day. Eric Hart, good morning. Shaq looked terrible. He did look terrible with the hairline. Brandon English, I wish I had a head to go bald. I think everyone would just say I look like Butterbean. Well, if you got hair, then roll with it, man. I wish I did. Joshua Houston, what's up? Let's see. Josh Long got to rock the Brock, yeah. Bring back the Todd Peterson interview. I can bring back Todd. Yes, on the whiskey feature. It's on Gel Tompkins. What ideas? I mean, let's see. Making notes. Babe, what would you like me to do on AFR? Maybe a daily E-Rock feature. You're not working.
I am working.
School's shut down for months. You ain't working.
Yeah, I'm working. So.
AFR features.
Oh, he's off.
Let's see. Todd Peterson.
Matt,
Yep.
will you just drive him while I go catch the
Yep. Whiskey feature. Robert Anderson. Good morning from me and Lane. Hey, Robert. Good morning, man. What do you do? Let's see. Rob, we need to be in touch about what we talked about. Um, show with your favorite LSU memory story experience. Um, we could do that, Steven, but truthfully, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. The whole like Mount Rushmore, who's on your Mount Rushmore? Like, I've always said that is those evergreens like that are honestly kind of lazy. That's what people default to when they're not creative enough to come up with good. I don't mean you. I mean hosts. So I'd like to avoid that, but now Eric Hart said this day in sports. Musso and I were talking about that yesterday, and that's probably going to replace Tigers in the pros. But how we do it is going to be different. It's not just going to be like reading a list of things that happen. Like there'll be a different spin to it, but we'll get creative on it. Can we get a 30-minute Russ Mitchell reign on the impact on the sports world? Um, we can try to talk to Russ, but Russ tends to lean left. So I think much of South Louisiana is not going to be super pumped with what Russ might have to say. Let's see. Charlie Gale, good morning. Steven, just tuned in. Figured you'd be rocking the dome. Brockhat. I mean, I don't mind, but Brockhat. That's why. Brockhat. Brandon English. I think now's a good time to have Ask E-Rock a regular thing. Maybe we could do, let's see, Ask E-Rock. Ask E-Rock. Maybe we do Ask E-Rock on AFR, babe.
Okay.
Not a bad idea. Daily Ask Stock. I think that means E-Rock. See, a lot of people are saying Daily Ask E-Rock on AFR. Not a bad idea. Make it a benchmark.
I'm here.
But you could be on the phone for 5 minutes, 2 minutes. Can we Bergman on the show to talk about scandal stealing signs? I guess Bregman. I could call Alex. I mean, he may actually be more apt to do it now because they're not in season. Well, they're in, because they got nothing going on. Might be able to do that. I'm sure they want to put this, but I'll tell you this much. You know what? I thought about this for real. So, the biggest story in baseball, obviously, before coronavirus was Astros, right? Sign steal and all that stuff. And now it's completely gone to zero, right? No, like, nobody's even talking. Like, the sign stealing is just literally to zero. Nobody's talking about it. And I've thought about this a bunch. Do y'all remember, and if you're old enough, you'll remember this when I say it. Do you remember what the biggest story in the world was on September the 10th of 2001? And for those that are old enough to remember it, you'll know it as soon as I say it. But on September the 10th, 2001, the biggest story in the world, what happened to Chandra Levy? You remember that? Gary Condit, Chandra Levy. That was the biggest story in the world on September the 10th. That dominated the news cycle for months. For months. From the spring, from like April when she went missing, through the summer to September. And what happened to Chandra Levy was like a 4-month news cycle dominated story. And then September 11th happened, and went away completely. I think a year later they found her remains, if I'm not mistaken, sometime in 2002. But we all got complete. Now that was literally a matter of life and death. I don't mean to make that comparison, but my point is, all the stuff about the Astros and sign stealing, how that was such a fever pitch in every spring training game, and will they get hit by, will pitchers throw at them, how will fans like, it's all gone to zero because we've all been completely distracted by it. And that does happen in the news cycle. Like, we obsess over something, and then a major event happens, and it's almost like pushing the reset button. Terry Shipman 2020, the year we gave up sports for Lent. Ryan LaRussa, what's up, man? Y'all call my guy Ryan LaRussa, GMFS Mortgage. Brandy Manry, you could always do a periodical segment like Where Are They Now? Give updates to local athletes. So, Brandy, I plan on doing tons of that. So, like, that's the objective of doing Tigers in the Pros. If you haven't heard it yet, like we do a Tigers in the Pros every day where we keep y'all up to date with how former LSU athletes are doing currently in their sports. But maybe we could turn Tigers in the Pros into an interview segment where every day we get a former LSU player on the show. Kind of talk about it. It's not a bad idea. Courtney Storer rewatched the LSU Bama game on the SEC Network last night. Still feels great. That's something we could always do. Wake Russ Mitchell up from his hibernation. We need him. We could swing that. Brett Hires, good morning. Stephen Robeek, what's up, dude? Brandon DeVille going to Clegs also. Thank you, Brandon. Yeah, man, y'all hit up our sponsors, please. I think I might do a post when we're done here on Facebook. I think I might do a post where I just list all the AFR sponsors. Say, look, if you could patronize any of these businesses, please do. Cheryl's going to Clegs today too. That's awesome. I'm happy about that, y'all. It really does make me happy. Brooklyn Melanson, good morning. Donnie Gotro, going to support the local brewery today. Drink the Irish Cream Stout. Very cool. Lance Richard, do you keep the new look or let the hair grow back? TBD, Lance. I will my preference all along has been shave it with like a 2. That's just kind of the look that I like, to have a little bit up top, but not big on the dome, But I don't know. We'll see. I haven't decided really. Drew Hurst, clean shave look. Looks great, and it makes you look younger. Thank you. Appreciate that. Scott Harrington, like it, bro. Dope dome. Thanks. Courtney Store looks nice. I prefer pre-shaving. Okay. So the Courtney's one that's pre-shave. Michael Hidalgo, Brad Gotro, good morning. Oh yeah, how about Zion? How cool is that? He's going to pay the salaries for the Smoothie King Center workers for 30 days. Awesome thing to do. And I don't know if he decided that on his own. The Instagram post certainly looked like it was crafted, from his agent or PR or something like that. And if that's the case, okay, it's still doing something great for other people. And he still had to go along with it and all. And at 19, that's awesome to do. So good on him for sure. Ben Clark, good morning. Sean Hinderberger, morning, Matt. And you know what the other thing too about that is, that's the kind of thing that endears you to a community forever. A lot of times guys are drafted, and you're drafted, but you didn't choose that community. You were chosen, and not everyone just instinctively embraces the community where they live. And I've mentioned so many times about Louisiana, and yeah, I went through this with the borough thing, where it's like, man, if you embrace us, we'll love you forever. And Zion is well on his way to doing that. He's been.
You need to get him on your show.
Are you coming over here to do Ask E-Rock?
Well, for like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay, come on. I thought you had to get ready.
I did. Yeah, leave her an hour.
All right, I'll put Zion down. Zion Williamson. Let's get Zion on the show. That's what we'll do. All right, Eric is here if y'all want to do Ask E-Rock.
Maybe Zion can give ideas to the humans how to be nice or how to be better.
Oh, you love him.
I do love him. He smiles all the time, and he's so generous.
Flip over here to real quick.
Wyatt and LeBron paying people over at the Lakers Center. And Wyatt and Curry giving people money. I mean, that they should all do that.
Sparky the Hound, Craig Schilling, Joseph Strickland, Juan Jacoby, Trivia Carter, Chef 22504. My bad, y'all. I'm just looking over here at YouTube. Mark Allen, good morning. NASCAR, not a sport. Is NASCAR a sport?
No.
Ooh, there you go. Gary Petrie, good morning. Let's see, Craig said, Matt, FYI, if you want people to like the YouTube page, you have to close the live chat to see the thumbs up under the video. Got it. Okay, thank you. So please if you're on YouTube, please hit the thumbs up page. Thanks. All right, so E-Rock's here for an abbreviated Ask E-Rock. You have to go to school today?
Yes, 11 to 1.
Okay.
Tomorrow, 1 to 3. Monday, another time.
So.
I'm trying to plan out the rest of the year.
Thanks a lot, Governor.
E-learning.
Right. What's e-learning?
So our kids are going to go to school through Google Classrooms. So.
Thank God for Google Classrooms.
Yeah. But the problem is, elementary teachers have never used Google Classrooms.
Oh, why not?
Well, because we just got Chromebooks this year, so middle school started with it. So anyway, so now it's like we're having to train all the teachers. Lauren is actually the key player in this. Lauren leads the way with all this, so she's been helping everybody. And what does it mean?
No, I was asking people about ideas, AFR features, things they'd like to hear.
Why'd you write on the back of the paper?
Because I got more space.
But look how it's show everybody.
Erica made these for me.
How amazing! You're supposed to write on that, so you look at that when you write.
Well, you don't have as much space.
Well, then you turn it over and finish on the back.
Oh.
So you don't write on the paper?
I write on the back.
No.
There's more space.
Oh. Well then, no. You write on the front, and when you run out of room.
Hi. Can I have a hug? Wait, I gotta show him your shirt.
Hey, what does your shirt say,
What
Drew?
does your shirt say?
What does Drew's shirt say?
What does your shirt say? Cali High! Rocky Rock!
We need to go do handsome and wet.
Cali High! All right. If you have... All right, here we go. Ask E-Rock.
What you want, Mommy's phone? Okay.
Craig Schilling, Ask E-Rock. Any honeydews for Matt since sports is shut down? Hey, watch it, Craig.
I'm sure we'll do some outside stuff. It's getting to be spring. We'll probably go to Clegg's.
Like 5 people today have already said they're going to Clegg's.
Yeah. So we're going to go plant some stuff.
Just plant something.
Clean up outside. Yeah, we'll probably do some outside stuff.
Oh, all right. I'm going to go through and say some of the hellos. I'm kind of scanning to the bottom. You ought to get to the Ask E-Rock, so my bad if I missed you. Sean says Bourbon of the Week segment. I got that down. Merida, good morning. UFC segment. Jimmy Vadrine, Ben Hamilton, Craig Broom, Sean Berthelot, excuse me. 20th anniversary CWS. That's a good idea.
But they're not having it, I thought.
Well, LSU won the national title 20 years ago. The Terriers team. So get some of those guys on, which is great. Which, by the way, was my favorite. Can you either try or just put it on the.
I will.
Or just put it on the camera.
I can keep them in there.
He just stopped. He's
hey,
frozen.
Lucy, I ain't gonna keep them in there, but I can get it. Here.
Hey, Laurel. My dad said Laurel's watching. Hi. You said hi, Uncle Matt. Hi, Laurel.
Hey, Drew.
Hi, Laurel. Let's see. Shout out to Brock, as always, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. All right.
This isn't really going anywhere, so I'm about to go get
No. We got him. I'm getting to the point. I was trying to go tell everybody hi that I've missed their comments, so I'm just gonna scroll. I'll just scroll down to the bottom to the Ask E-Rocks. Lenny Moss, Nate Bum said, Ask E-Rock, what about an Ask Drew segment?
Well, the problem with that is Drew doesn't really talk. So I think your Drew segment is just his little appearances here and there on this show.
What kind of coffee do you drink?
Dunkin' Donuts.
Come see Daddy. Hey, I have to tell you something. Come here. I'll tell you something. Oh, guess what? Come here, silly. Come here. We are going to finish Dad's show. And then, after Dad's show, Daddy will work out. And then, after Daddy works out, Daddy and Drew will go for a ride in Daddy's car to Daddy's work. And ride in the elevator. And then after we go to Daddy's work, we will go to Walgreens and go see Crystal.
She's there during the day on Saturdays?
This is her last. By the time we get there, yeah, she will be.
This is her last what?
She was working through every day through the 14th.
Oh, okay.
So she's been there for like 10 straight days. This is Crystal at Walgreens, and Drew is obsessed with her. So we kind of planned to go whenever Crystal's going to be there. Ask E-Rock, you say NASCAR is not a sport. Have you talked to Ray Wright?
I have no clue who that is.
Ray, yes, you do.
Oh.
Ray is a former LSU baseball player, was on that 2000 national championship team. Ray, when we were in the hospital, Ray donated his glove from the championship game to the auction.
Okay,
You
yeah.
know Ray.
Yeah.
Awesome guy. Anyway, he works for one of the big NASCAR racing groups, like as a on pit crews and like strength and conditioning guy. So, and he watches our stuff all the time too. Great dude.
Driving a car is a sport.
No, I agree with you. It's not a sport. It's a competition, but
It's
it's
a
not.
hobby.
It's not a sport. Yeah. Tommy Clark, what's up, TC? Speaking of the 2000 national champions, Tommy Clark was on that ULL team back in 2000. Made a nice run before succumbing to Stanford. They would have had to beat Stanford twice to play LSU in the championship game with LSU. They were a fun team though. Beat Clemson in a really fun game that year. Does Terry know how to properly wash his hands? Sound like you really opened his eyes yesterday. So we're going to break yesterday on the show. No, we're in the top of the hour. And he's like, oh, I got to go pee. And he goes, Musso, how much time? He goes, 45 seconds. I like, you don't have time. He just ran out the door. I was like, oh, God. Well, he came back before we were back. I was like, hey, you didn't wash your hands, man.
Yeah.
And so he runs, like, oh, shoot, he runs out. And then he's back just as we're doing the rejoin. I'm like, you can't wash your hands in 10 seconds.
No, Dr. Oz was showing the proper way to do it, which you probably don't even know. He did. He taught everybody the other night on some show.
Oh, good.
Like the surgeon scrub. So like now I do here.
All the way up the elbow?
Not even that so much. But yeah, but then you gotta do like this.
Yeah.
And then you have to do every single finger.
Every finger. I do that. I do this.
No, he wants you to sit there.
Got
and
it,
every
got it,
single
got it, got it,
finger,
got it.
And then anyway, so.
Ask E-Rock, can we get a live head rub?
No.
See what I mean?
Sorry. How am I like the bad guy in this? I don't understand, but.
Let's see. Are they pretty much shutting down BR Area 2, clearing out grocery stores? Yeah.
Yes,
Nancy
last
Vogt,
time
good
was
morning.
absurd.
Sean Berthelot, have you had Kevin Falk on the show lately? Not since he joined LSU staff. Wonder why that is. Ask E-Rock, Creed, Nickelback, or none of the above?
None of the above.
Ask E-Rock, favorite crawfish boil side, and do you dip the tails in the mayo and the ketchup mix?
Oh, no. Do not eat anything mayo. Ugh.
She hates her. Okay, Erica's family, she and her sisters have a major aversion to condiments.
Yeah.
Like,
My dad used to threaten us when we were young. He was like, if we were like talking back or something or not telling the truth, like, I'm going to get the mustard. 'Cause we were more afraid of mustard.
They were more
than
afraid of
him.
mustard. I got in a fight with her sister one time with mustard.
Oh, yeah, you stained her shirt.
I did. I felt so bad too.
Yeah. You ruined her shirt with
I ruined
mustard.
her shirt. I sprayed mustard on Lauren, on my sister-in-law.
Yeah.
I bought her a new shirt.
It wasn't the same one? We couldn't find it.
Well, I bought her a new shirt.
Yeah, well, it wasn't nearly as good as
And I was very apologetic. But the point is, they're like scared of.
We don't eat mayo. We don't eat mustard. We don't eat pickles. No.
Plant some soft leaf bushes in case you run out of toilet paper. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. Are we going to run out of toilet paper?
No, my mom and dad are bringing me some this morning.
Hey, Brian and Annie Penn, good morning from Knoxville, headed to Robert, Louisiana. There you go.
Why?
He's a truck driver.
Oh.
So every day he checks in, and his wife rides with him, and they go all over the country and ride.
Yeah.
Tammy Morrow, good morning. Angel, ask E-Rock, what seasonal flowers do you like to plant? Oh, I know the answer.
Ooh.
I know the answer. Do you remember what they're called?
Hold on. No. Give me a second.
Starts with a D.
It's like, Dippledanias.
Dippledanias.
Dippledanias. Yeah, they are the best. Especially
They do great. They
like
really do.
tropical,
Yeah.
Like if you're going to be outside by like poolish stuff, they're like
Yeah.
tropical plants, and they're just beautiful.
She's got flower pots with dippledanias like all around our pool.
So
Like,
pretty.
yeah. Let's see. Terrio's barbershop hour would be awesome. Let him rant about awful cities. How about that? Okay, Terrio, city rant.
He can't commit to a daily thing.
We'll see. Okay, babe, look.
Could you use the front side of the cute notepad? Cannot believe you didn't even write on the front. I thought you took up all the space and now you're on the back.
Meridoc Baraki asks E-Rock, which sport can you sit down for an afternoon and watch the whole thing?
Football. Easy.
Ask Eric, E-Rock, Poison or Motley Crue?
I don't know who those people are.
You know the song that goes,
Oh, Shot Through the Heart.
yeah.
Who sings Shot Through the Heart?
That's Bon Jovi. You give love.
Yeah, I like that
That's
song.
Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Motley Crue would be like, kickstart my heart, baby, do
No,
again.
I turn that off. Turn that off.
Yeah,
Give me a headache.
baby. Poison sang Something to Believe In, and they sang Every Rose Has Its Thorn.
Okay, them then. No, please don't. Please don't. Oh, Jesus. I gotta get dressed. What time is it?
That's Every Rose Has Its Thorn.
Right here, yeah.
We both lie side still in the dead of the night. Although we both lie close together. Got a lighter? Feel miles apart inside. No?
No.
Something else. Whatever, Erica. You don't support me. You just don't support my head shaving. You don't support me in my music.
Your music.
You don't support my music.
I support you in your sports, okay? What did I have for you Monday when you got home, or Tuesday when you got home? Wednesday, whatever day that was. Exactly.
Blue-eyed boy.
Yeah.
And some less Amos macaroons.
And balloons. And all kind of sweet stuff.
Wife said NASCAR is a contact sport. Jennifer Billings, good morning. Ask E-Rock, is all the shutting down for coronavirus dumb?
Yes. I do 100% agree with people taking precautions and being healthy and all that, because that's what we do every single day. If any of Drew's therapists,
I've been trying to explain this to people, and they just think that
if in mid-June one of
dismissive.
his therapists sneezes before Drew gets there, they call me and say, "Hey, I think it's allergies. I sneezed a few times this morning. Do you want to cancel Drew's session?" And I usually say, "Thank you so much. Yes." So people know that I'm very hyper aware and somewhat paranoid whenever others are sick. Drew doesn't go. If Drew's feeling a little under the weather, he doesn't go. When he had pneumonia, he didn't get to go to Walgreens for 4 days.
You know what annoys me so much is the Matt, you're not a doctor. What do you know? I'm like, I just want to strangle people.
I know.
Like they just don't understand. Like
So yeah, so
this
no.
is
So
the
I think
life that
all
we
this
live.
is crazy because,
And people are like, well, this isn't the. And you've been looking at coronavirus stuff for weeks. Like you have been obsessing over this for weeks.
yeah, well, I mean, way more than that. Yeah.
And even you think that the reaction to this is all
I do.
absurd. It is
I mean,
absurd.
and
If people would just be diligent.
And it makes me nervous because then I read all this stuff about Italy, and people are saying like, "We're coming. Y'all are a couple weeks behind Italy, and now in Italy they're having to choose who gets a bed and who doesn't, who dies, who lives." And I'm watching what our CVICU chief of staff is posting, like people I trust, and there's some nervous people out there, and so I guess that makes me uneasy.
I think the medical professionals are worried about the strain on the system.
Sure.
Which is why if you are not critically ill, you do not need to go to your healthcare professional. Like you do not need. I wouldn't even say critical, but like you do not.
Oh. So cute.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah.
Ben
So,
Giat, me and E-Rock, no mayo, no mustard.
Good job, Ben.
No, it's stupid. You've never even had it. You've like never even tried
Well,
it.
I have.
There you
People
go.
accidentally put it on my sandwich, and
Randy Quinn, Mike Vaccaro, Kelly Gross, Lenny Moss, ask E-Rock.
yes, Lenny, there's no Pepsi.
Pepsi or mustard?
Pepsi, actually.
If you had to
Pepsi
pick, Hey, Coach Ken, good morning. Let's see. Kelly Gross, Jason Gibson have a segment on Terrio's favorite players he ever played with. Not a bad idea. How about like Terrio and Friends?
Oh, that's cute.
Terrio and Teammate. I like that idea. Terrio and a teammate. Ask E-Rock, how long will it take you to get enough of Matt with no sports?
I mean, you without sports.
No, what they're saying is like no sports, meaning like I'll be around and
Well,
I'll.
right. I mean, that's okay. I'll actually probably have a lot more time with you.
But that's what he's saying. It like would be too much.
No.
Like what time we're like, okay,
No,
guys.
it would probably be you saying that about me.
No, that's true.
Not me saying that.
Brandy, ask E-Rock
What?
how the athletes in our school are handling cancellations of their spring sports.
Well, they didn't really know until yesterday, so I don't really know. And I mean, the kids didn't find out until the governor didn't make his official announcement at 1. You know what's so interesting? Tiger droppings, which I know is a awful sight. They knew at like 11 a.m. Tiger droppings said everything that was going to happen at 11 a.m. There's some mole in there with the government. They said Edwards is not making his announcement at noon. He's making it at 1. We're out till the 13th. Like they knew the exact information Edwards said at 11 a.m. It was posted in Tiger droppings.
Why are you reading Tiger droppings?
Because I heard rumors. Some parent texted another teacher and said something or other, and I said, you know what? That's why I went there. I was like, that can't be true. There's no way we're shutting down for a month. And so I went to Tiger Droppings. Always knows somebody in there is a mole. And so sure enough, I went and it was like told me everything.
What about the 1,000 people that post BS info in there?
Well, right. That's why if I want to go up, confirm something, they confirmed it. Yep, they were right.
You don't confirm it then, whatever.
Anyway, but they knew. This one person works in the government. He's in Tiger Droppings.
Sean Berthelot, no sports in life leads to Matt playing guitar and singing.
Or like doing stuff, or with us, his wife and kids.
Well, no, because I just played the song.
Oh, I thought they meant like from now on that's what you're gonna do.
No.
There's no sports. Okay.
Charles Alexander, what's up, Charles? Karen Pesson, good morning. Mark Allen, hey Nan, good morning.
Can you
Jason
tell me
Boot,
what time it is, please?
it is 9:21.
Oh, good. We need to wrap it up.
Eulance said I'm waving my cell phone to the right with the light on just for you.
Oh.
See. Asky Rock, favorite LSU baseball uniform?
I like the purple tops. Why don't you like purple?
Purple is a gaudy color. It's a beautiful.
Gold is like
They're both I think really nice accent colors, which is why my favorite uniform is like LSU's football uniform, white jersey,
yeah.
purple numeral with the
outline.
trim.
Yeah, I like that.
I think that's gorgeous. But the purple and gold stripe, it's a great accent color. But as a primary color, as a dominant color, they're both gaudy. It's
I like purple.
like I hate the purple jerseys. Like LSU's football purple jerseys are hideous. Ugh.
Wow.
And I hate
like
it.
them.
Those are beautiful in person. Richie Burt says the difference is population of Italy. 25% of the population is 65 years older or older. Though
Yeah, but-
it's an older country. It's true.
Dr. Kipkia did a breakdown of that, and while he felt that way earlier in the week, he wrote a long narrative about it. And again, like chief of CVICU at Texas Children's, like the guy, I listen to him. He's not just some random Carbajal's post and stuff. I mean, she's the one who got Drew off oxygen and nasal cannula. She got him. I mean, anyway, so I'm listening to. I don't like whenever those.
You mean we
people are
talk to medical professionals?
yeah.
Like high ranking accomplished medical professionals at world renowned facilities? You mean I'm
Chief
not
of
just
surgery at Nationwide Children's gave me advice. Yeah, I've been talking to a lot of them.
I thought I was just a sports
No.
jockey.
No, I've actually been talking to those people and reading their entries and things like that.
Let's see. Whiskey and wine with Big Ben. Big Ben.
Oh, that big guy that played baseball.
Oh, Ben
Black
McDonald?
hair? Yeah. I guess. I don't know.
Why would he do whiskey and wine with Big Ben?
Because maybe he's a fan of him. I feel so sorry for the grocery store workers right now. Like last night, I was leaving Rouse's at 9, and they were just like they looked so tired. Like they were just. It made me sad for them. It's crazy.
Lori Prophet, Blake Moore, and we're almost done. Let Terrio discuss the cutthroat business of the Snowball Stand Society. Remember when he had that snowball stand for a minute?
Yeah.
Meridoc said, shoot, I thought you playing the guitar sounded really good. Thank you, Meridoc. Appreciate that. People are just haters, that's all. What's the old elk behind you with the blue label? There's no blue. I think you just have a glare. That's just regular old elk. That's just a glare. It's just a glare. Blake Moore and Let's See the Dome. Erica hates it so much. That's the hard part. Like when the person you live with every day hates the way you look and can't look at you without being like,
I just said it.
it's difficult. Like
It'll grow
I
on
like the
me.
look. I like the way I look. Everyone else seems like it, but when the person you live with can't
It will
look at you
grow
without
on
going,
me.
it's unsettling.
It
So
will grow on me. This was a bet. This was not like something you decided you wanted to go do and I'm not supporting you. This was a ridiculous bet.
but I want to do it. I like it.
So then the bet was stupid in the beginning, which I said, because this was something you actually wanted, which was why it wasn't even a real bet.
Joseph Labatt, good morning. Kendall Rogers just posted on Twitter, there's a legit concern with volunteer assistants if summer camps get canceled. How could they be compensated? That's true. So in baseball, like we talked about how there's volunteer coaches. Some of the volunteer coaches, the way that they get paid is they get to run the camps during the summer and make a little money. So if this, but I don't know if this isn't going to extend into summer, but I guess if it did.
What
Ben,
is that?
something on YouTube he's watching, I'm sure.
Okay.
Old school base. Oh, this Ben Giat says the old school baseball with the L is the bomb. That the throwback uniform.
No, I don't like a throwback.
Erica doesn't like the throwback.
Nope.
Doesn't like throwback.
It just looks costumey to me. Like I feel like it's like a costume party, you know?
Got it.
Halloween.
Anyone checking on T-Bob? Is T-Bob infected? T-Bob texted me this morning. He's like, bro. When I woke up this morning, I texted from T-Bob. He said, looks badass. The head shape. He's like, dude, you legit look younger. And T-Bob and I hate each other. So for him to compliment me,
Y'all don't hate each other.
I mean, we
don't.
hate each other.
Yeah, y'all do. Y'all don't hate each other.
Erica.
Yeah, I know.
We hate each other. I mean, how ugly his car is, his stupid beard, long hair, and his Dungeons and Dragons, and carrying a sword everywhere and stuff. Ugh.
I see that. Thank you. I think guys like it because it makes you look like you're going to go beat somebody up constantly.
All the ladies are saying they like it too. Ask E-Rock, should Matt get high schools and seniors on the show to give kids recognition since they lost a year?
No. Sorry. I mean, that's like, no.
Yeah.
Why?
I just knew your answer to that. I knew what it was going to be.
No.
It's a very nice thought, but truthfully, that wouldn't play. I mean, it wouldn't play in macro on the show.
Well, hi there.
Ask E-Rock, do you hate more that he shaved his head or the full beard? Which do you hate more, the head or the beard?
The head.
Okay.
You're gonna
Ask E-Rock.
Hopefully we don't have to see Coco and Dr. B. But if we do, we'll ride in the elevators.
Ask E-Rock. They didn't have, by the way, Bubba said the white and purple with the wings on the helmet. They never had wings on the helmet from that Tulane game. They just wore a white helmet. You're thinking of what they had on the jersey, the Katrina patch on the jersey on the sleeve with the pelican. Like that's what you're thinking of the wing. That was not on the helmet. The helmet was just the white helmet that they wore for that game. The jersey was the difference.
Look at him, he's saying it's cross. Yes, you do get to
Ask E-Rock, well, I was going to ask bald or hair, but I think we know the answer now.
Yes, you get to go to Daddy's work, and then you'll eat your lunch and wear your backpack. After your backpack, we're gonna go to Mimi and Bubba's house.
How did Drew take it? When I walked in, Drew looked at me like he was a little perplexed. He was a little perplexed. Adam Zarang, Nick Torino, what's up? SVP is doing that. He's paying tribute to seniors. That's cool. Let's see. E-Rock. But I think the difference is if Scott Van Pelt does like a 15 or 30 second, blurb on a 3-minute Sports Center segment, that's different than doing like a full segment in a 3-hour show. Matt, what are your subscription up to now on YouTube? I don't know. Because I have mine, and then there's the AFR YouTube as well. Oh, here's one on YouTube. JM James. Dumb question. How could something like this help esports? Okay, enough nerd questions for that. I don't think that's dumb, JM. JM James. Esports is one of the fastest growing industries in our country because, and I legit think esports and the NBA in 10 or 15 years will overtake some of the mainstream sports today because when you look at the demographics of who's watching the NBA and then who's playing esports, the younger people that are in that, 12 to 24 year demo, that's what they love. And a decade from now, when they're 25, 35, 40, if that's what they love, they're going to be in the revenue producing disposable income demographic, and that's going to overtake some of the other sports. Erica doesn't care. What's the next milestone and what's on the line?
What?
Huh? What's the next milestone and what's on the line?
I don't know what that means.
For YouTube page because it was 2,000 to get 2,000.
Yeah, right.
So supportive. Have you ever had the Lone Ranger whiskey drink from BRQ? I have not. Does Drew like the look of things? Babe, I think we're done.
Okay, I need to get this.
All right, E-Rock's gone. E-Rock gone. Let me type in the app. Let me see what After Further Review's up to. Should be right around 3,000. I went to bed last night around 29. Yeah, 2,960 subscribers.
You want measure, buddy?
So just shy of 3 GERD. So if you would, please, if you're not yet subscribed, please go subscribe to the After Further Review YouTube channel. Excuse me. Please go subscribe to the After Further Review YouTube channel. Set notifications. So when we go live, there you are. All right, y'all. I think we're done. We'll go work out and take Drew to Daddy's work. Ride the elevator. Be on the lookout. Instagram stories coming soon. Maybe I'll start a new feature where I play the guitar every day. Now that Erica's gone, I can jam out. Let's jam out, y'all. That's right, Erica. Jam out. Holler. Taking requests next time, y'all. See ya.